Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. I'm getting the cameras back up and running on all my videos, so you guys will actually see video of me as well as the charts. So welcome back. We're gonna go over a trade recap today. It is currently Monday, February 10th, and unfortunately I did take a loss today. I think it was a pretty good loss. A couple things I could have done very differently today, but I just want to jump right into the charts. So I'll just give you guys a brief explanation of what I was kind of thinking. And I've noticed this whole time I've been trading fairly poorly. I've noticed that my trading has took a turn ever since almost January, honestly, ever since like January. So January was not my best performing month, and so far February honestly hasn't been. And as you guys can see on the daily time frame, there's lots of consolidation here, and it's just not really fully trending. It's nothing too clean. And I've noticed I just actually entered a stage in my back testing where the same type of market conditions on the daily time frame are like this, and my trading actually is kind of going a little bit downhill as well. So I'm gonna have to start being very patient, very disciplined, and potentially even size down right now until I can catch my edge again and get back into some good trending markets. But anyways, I just want to go over my mindset of today, what I was expecting coming in today, and what I was seeing and whatnot. So coming into the day, I'm kind of like, I'm just going to scratch this candle here because that's what we're looking at now. But coming into the day, I just kind of had like a neutral bias on the daily. On the daily, we did disrespect it showing here. I don't really know if we disrespected or not, but we did have this candle here on this fair value gap here be like disrespected, if this counts as being disrespected. We are trading like, it's just hard to like kind of know where we're trading right now. Like we have these highs up here on NASDAQ, and then we have this daily fair value gap here on ES. So like it's kind of 50-50 in my opinion of where my bias was going into today. So dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, I'm gonna go on FX, or I'm gonna go on to bar replay here just so we can take a look at what I was looking at. So taking a look here, we have this 4-hour fair value gap, and we are filling the whole 4 hours. So I should have, this is where my mistake was, I should have waited for 7 a.m. where this candle would have been closed, and it would have told me, hey, we disrespected it, or hey, we respected it. But my trade that I took, which was a short, I was anticipating this to be respected. So coming into it, we traded into this 4-hour fair value gap. We disrespected this 4-hour fair value gap. I'm thinking, okay, there's a potential of us coming down to trade to this low, into this internal low. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We're trading up into the premium of this 4-hour range here. We do have, I think, in the back here, this was an SMT as well, right here. So we did have this external SMT. So that was like my thought of what's fueling the move. So we're going to have like a 2022 model on the 4-hour. So I dropped down to the 1-hour time frame. 1 hour was showing the same thing. So I drew out my Fibonacci, realized we're coming up to golden pocket OTE range of this 4-hour range, and I thought, okay, so shorts don't look too bad. We do have an unfilled 1 hour below. My original bias was bullish. I wanted to actually see 930 open, trade to this unfill, and then trade higher. We did have like low resistant liquidity sitting here, but we never had that happen. So I was like, my anticipation was to trade down to this unfilled 1 hour, but clearly that didn't happen. Anyways, so dropping down to the time frames, I'll go over where I took the trade here. Let's get to that point. Where did I take this trade? Okay, right here. So do bar replay right where we took this trade, and then we'll try and match it up here with ES so you guys can see where the SMT was. ES was very volatile today, NQ was not very volatile. Okay, perfect. So okay, so coming into it, right, we have this gigantic SMT right here, so you guys can see. We have this huge internal SMT with this high, and like ES was trading, or NASDAQ was trading a lot higher, ES was trading a lot lower. So we have this internal SMT. So we had the 4 hour fair value gap. We have an external SMT up here with this 4 hour fair value gap as well. And so and then we have this break of structure on the 4 hour coming back up to rebalance this 4 hour fair value gap. So I drop down to the lower time frames. We're at OTE of this range here. So I drop down to the 15-minute time frame. On the 15-minute, we swept all of this buy-side liquidity to the side here. We had that higher time frame PD array I wanted us to trade from. We filled it completely. So I came down to a lower time frame. We created this internal SMT here, and then we have this 2-minute inverse fair value gap. I entered on the retrace of this 2-minute fair value gap. So this 2-minute did come back up, rebalanced it. So I entered on the retracement, stop at the high, TP at the internal low, and then so forward. And unfortunately, the trade did start going into my position, and it looked very healthy. We did have an SMT, though, at these lows, I believe, right here. So we did have an SMT at these lows here, and they were equal lows. So that's why I was so high in confidence of this trade, because we had equal lows. But we did have that SMT, and that's just one thing that I should need to learn is if there's an SMT with equal lows, the chances of them being equal lows anymore, I kind of call them invalid equal lows just because the SMT has kind of taken that liquidity and taken that out. But anyways, you guys can see the trade turned around and reversed, and we went to the upside, closing off the 4 hour and inversing the 4 hour fair value gap. And yeah, so that's kind of where I should have been thinking of today was I should have waited and had a bit more patience before taking that trade because of this 4 hour. Honestly, because we were so close to closing this candle, I should have waited for more confirmation of is this candle going to close above the fair value gap or below it. And then second of all, I should have also kept that lower SMT on like in the target area. Should have kept that lower SMT in mind and been like, hey, we already swept these lows out. We have a low at our SMT at the low. So overall, I wouldn't rate this an A setup. It wouldn't be an A plus. Wouldn't be an A. I would almost just say it's like a B or B minus because of those reasons, because of the 4 hour as well as that SMT at the low. Other than that, I executed it pretty good. Risk management was good, and everything was exactly as planned. I just maybe have missed a couple things in the step of the process. Anyways, guys, I just want to be as full transparent as possible. I'm going to be uploading all my trade recaps regardless if I take 17 losing trades in a week, which will be impossible because I take 1 a day. Or 2 a day, depending on the day. But, yeah. Anyways, guys, if you guys like these videos, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. If you are... let me know how you're doing this. Let me know how you did in January, and let me know how you're doing this month so far for trading. Are you green, red? Like, are you doing good in these market conditions? Am I missing something? Because I seem to not perform too well in these conditions right now. So trying to figure it out, still trying to learn. That's the whole part of this journey is just learning, learn, nonstop learning just to become the best version of yourself. So anyways, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.